Good afternoon, good evening. I welcome you to this live broadcast on my YouTube channel. My name is King Size. Yeah, I'm waiting for my guest to join me. Yes, just give me a second, then my guest join me. Yeah, good afternoon. Today, I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm waiting for my guest to join me. As I welcome you, if this is your first time of joining me, please. I'm so happy to have you here. Yes, this is King Size Studio. Today we are going to discuss about educating our women education. Where's my guest? I have a guest from Nigeria who will be joining me today. Please stay tuned so we can discuss about this education of our women in our society, which I deem very, very important for all of us to know the importance of educating our women, their role in nation building, their role in our family, their role in building our home. What is your opinion? I'm waiting for my guest from Nigeria. Her name is called Ifaluyi Onasi. She's currently serving at NYSC in Nigeria and also a teacher in adult literacy. This lady specializes in adult education. Hello, are you with me? Hello, Auntie Nasi.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you, but your picture is not showing. Please, on your camera. Do you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Come. Oh, on your camera. Shamanda, come. Come. In my back. Yeah.
Sir, can you hear me? Good afternoon,
I'm hearing
sir.
you now. Good
Okay.
afternoon. So
Very
how are
good,
you
sir.
doing today?
I'm fine, thank
So
you.
how is Akwa Ibom? Is it in Akwa Ibom or
Cross
you?
River, Calabar.
Uh, Calabar precisely. So how is the weather there?
Fine, oh.
Okay.
I wanted to.
All
How do
right.
we share
So
this life so that more people can come? I wanted to share the life.
Okay, share. Yeah.
I need to share so that. Okay, I'm back. Network, you will not do this to me. Oh.
Are you through?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Are you through now?
Yes, good.
Okay.
So, can we
Please,
start?
can you explain yourself to our guests? Let them know. I've explained a little about you. You are currently serving your NYSC in
Oh, okay,
Calabar,
okay.
and you are
Okay,
also a
I
teacher
am
of adult
adult
literacy,
education.
right? Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
please, can you explain more before we continue, so our audience will get to know you better?
Okay, okay. I'm Ifalu Yosayame Nancy from Edo State. I'm a Benin girl and single, currently doing my NYC in Cross River State, Calabar. I'm a
Yeah.
copper, batch C, stream 2. That's 2022, batch C, stream 2, the last stream for the year. And by November, by God's grace, I'll be rounding up. And I teach. I teach here. I
Okay.
teach adults how to read and write because actually I studied adults and non-formal education in school. So I'm an adult educator.
Okay.
And I believe that adults can get second chance to learning if for genuine reasons they could not go to school because of genuine reasons, not like they didn't want to, some wanted to go but had issues. So there should be a second chance. I mean, education is for all, and education is from cradle to death. Education is lifelong. There's no age. We learn till the very last moment. We learn. So we learn every day. So it's never too old. I keep encouraging the adult that it is not too old to learn how to read. You can still become who you want to be, only that you need to dedicate your time. Because as an adult, you now have a lot of responsibilities. You are now a parent. You have to go to work. You have to do other things, but you still need to make out time for learning. I think that's a brief explanation. The hobbies:
Okay.
I love to read. I love to cook. I cook a lot. And what
Aha,
again?
that's nice. Viewers,
What
viewers, we
again?
have here from her. She cooked a lot. She's single. She's a teacher. In fact, she's a graduate. So she have all it takes to be, you know what I mean, to be a housewife, a good housewife. Now, Auntie Nasi, let's go straight to our topic of today. Now,
Yes,
we
sir.
talked about women education. How are we going to empower our women and integrate them into the society for them to have a say in day-to-day running of this earth, from family to society, society to government, even to the national government? How are we going to bring our women, educate them, give them sense of belonging? Let them also know that they are part of this world, that this earth is not only men's world, it's also for women also. So they should not be relegated to the background or relegated to the kitchen only. What is your opinion about this?
Okay, I would always start from parenting. Parenting. A child coming into this world does not know anything about education. So it starts from childhood. As parents, we're supposed to teach the young ones that they have to learn. They have to make up time for learning. It starts from being a child. Okay. Sometimes in school, because I'm currently serving in a school, so I get to teach children. I teach grade 1 to grade I teach transition, that's KG 3 to grade 5. And sometimes we find out that their performance in school are very poor. And do you know why? The parents are leaving the whole
No?
learning thing for the teachers. The children come back from school, you don't check their notes, you don't know their progress in school. you're not checking to know if what they are going to school, if they are really doing what they are going to school to do. Do you get? So
Yeah.
parents are the first teachers. That's my point. Parents are the first teachers. They are supposed to be the one to indoctrinate this learning thing in the children. Okay. Then from there, as they grow up, they should be encouraged that learning is paramount. It is important to learn. In order for you to participate, even in the society or whatever participation you want, you must learn. Okay, then as for the society, some of the society members feel that women should not be educated, that women, their role is in the house. Some feel women should be in the kitchen. Some also feel when a woman has more learning experience than the man, that the woman will feel authoritative, she will want to feel she's on top. We have to
Okay.
kill that mindset. Okay, when we talk about gender equality, we shouldn't be sizing one for one. Let's know that we are all equal. So women should be given equal role in the workplace, in the society, even in politics. In some state, they'll tell you women cannot be their governor. Why? Some people say what a man can do, a woman can do it better. I know that we
Woman
are
can do
fragile.
better. Yeah.
I know that we are fragile, we are soft, so, but there are some women that are strong. Oh,
Yeah,
some
I
women are
agree
really
with you.
strong. But if you don't give them that opportunity to try, how will you know? So women should be given opportunity to try. Women should be given opportunity to learn. Women should be given role too in the place of work. They shouldn't say this one is for men. There's some women that drive trailers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some women
Uh,
that drive trailers. There's some women that does hard job. There's some women that do mechanic. So women should be given opportunity to play this role as well in the society. I think that's my opinion. If you have any question
okay.
again for me, sir.
Okay. You made mention of women driving trailers, women driving, doing some kind of work like mechanic. These things are so rampant in third world countries in Africa. In Western world, here in Europe, women are driving trailer, women are driving tram, women are driving train, women are pilots, women are managing directors, women are what do they call it, DGs, both in hospital and other parastations. Women are head. Why is it that Africa have this mentality, or this third world country have this mentality of not allowing women, especially, to go to school? Even in some cases, some that went to school, when they come out, they are not given opportunity to practice what they read in school. How are we going to change this orientation, this mentality of our people?
Um, the problem is our educational system. For
Does
that
not
part, I
include
want to talk about the
women.
part where you said people are not given the opportunity to practice what they learned in school. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First of all, some people are not even given the course they applied for in school. Some people who want to read English, they will go and dump them in another department. So it starts from our educational system. Then secondly, when they come out, when they finally graduate from that desired department, there is no job opportunity. Do you understand? So they will
Yeah.
now try to look for where to, they just want to work. They don't care again about the place of work. They just want to be employed. That's another problem. Another challenge is the first challenge is educational system. You don't give people what they want, they end up learning what they don't have interest in. You are forcing them. Sometimes they drop out, sometimes they spill. You withdraw their admission because they could not fit in there. That's not their desired course. Then secondly, if they manage to finish that course they finally got, because they want to go to school, everybody want to go to school, the young ones, both the ones that are failing jam, you see them seeking themselves, they want to still try and enter school. It's fine. Then after, for example, someone who read agric is working in the bank. It's not right.
No, it's not right at all.
But
No, it's
because
not
there
right.
is no employment, someone who read agric should be in a good farm with industrial materials, using innovative instruments to farm. This person went to school to study agriculture. They are they are new There are new machines that are good for
Yeah.
farming, that makes farming easy. You don't engage them in those things.
More easy and the
They
more
are
productive.
jobless,
Yeah.
roaming around. So when they get a job in the bank as customer care, they will rush it now. They want to survive. They will rush it. So it starts from our society as a whole. I
Okay.
hope that one day Nigeria will be a better place. That because to be honest, if you check, we have people of substance, we have materials here, we have strong people, we have strong women here. We have, but if we are given good opportunity, we will excel. But the society we find ourselves is limiting us to how far we can go. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Auntie Nancy. I want to ask you another question. I ask you based on what you just said. All those parastatals, all those offices that have men as the head of those offices, don't they have wives?
I didn't get that. Sorry.
Those offices that doesn't allow women to practice what they read or allow them to, be part of the organization. Those men at the helm of affairs, don't they have wives?
That's it. They do have wives.
Their
They
wives are
don't.
not
That's
working.
we need to keep that mentality of thinking if a woman is more educated, she becomes authoritative. Some people feel if a woman have all it takes, the woman will not be full of pride, she won't be submissive. No, I don't. We need to look. Maybe we'll start creating awareness like this to die that mentality. Women should be given, according to Cheku 1986, he said women should be given equal role in the workplace. What a man can do, I will still refer to that. A woman can do it better. Women have the ability to multitask. They have the ability because you can see a woman breastfeeding, cooking, putting her eyes on other things. They multitask. A woman has the ability to do more than one things at a time. Okay, so if you give women opportunity in the workplace, you see that there will be enough productivity. It will like productivity will flourish. Everything will go better. But you see, lack of I don't know if it's insecurities or I don't know why they are feeling so, but we need to try to make them understand that women should be given equal role. A woman can actually do a lot. They multitask. They can do one thing at a time. They brainstorm.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Women are if they are given opportunity, they will do wonders. But we as an individual, like the men, I don't know why they feel we shouldn't be like that. They feel our place is in the kitchen. We should cook and cook and cook. But no, it is more than that.
Okay. Now, another thing I want to ask is, let's take it this way. A family of maybe four children, two boys and two girls, and the man is a civil servant. The father is a civil servant, and the mother, let's say, is a housewife. And this husband is educated, is a graduate. You want to tell me that he does not have food in that home? Will he leave everything for the woman to be taken care of? Maybe they come back from school, their homework, or make sure that everything is in order as long as their school is concerned. Will everything be left for the woman alone? Don't you think that that wife is supposed to be educated first before educating the children to shape them? What do you say about that?
I think the man is making the thing difficult for himself because him alone cannot do all those things, and leaving the chores for the woman is totally wrong. So if you give the woman opportunity to also learn more things, it will be better for all of them. For example, okay, someone who is not educated as a mother, you ask her to come and do assignment that she does not know. It's not possible. So for the man, women are helpmates, women are assistants. So if you want a good assistant, You should allow your assistant be grounded in so many skills. That is how life will be easy. Okay, there are some men that take their wife to a pastry school to go and learn how to bake for the house, for the family. There are some men that
Only
take
for the
their wife
family.
to catering school to go and learn how to cook for their family.
Just for the family to bake for
Do
the
you
man to
understand?
eat.
Yes. There's some okay. There are some men that take their wife to driving school to learn to drive, so that at least when he's rushing to go somewhere, the lady can drive to work. Do you know that someone who is not educated to some extent cannot operate a washing machine?
Yeah, sure.
But if you can read and write, you will be able
You can
to
read the
read
manual.
instructions. There are manuals that come with machines.
Mm.
There are some people who cannot operate gas cooker, not because they are archaic, not because what you don't know is what you don't know. So if you give women opportunity to learn a lot, it will be of good to not just the family but to the society. So I don't think the man should just be the only one in charge of knowledge. Women should have rights to learning also. Women should also know how to go about things. It is good even for the men. I don't know why men are having this mentality. They are supposed to even be the one clamoring for women to learn, because women are their helpmates. We are their assistants. Okay? And
Yeah.
again, there's no man that will not be proud when he sees his wife doing wonders. I don't know if you understand.
Yes,
If
I
if
understand.
if I happen to be a VC of a university tomorrow, my husband will be proud to say my wife is the VC of so university. My wife,
Yeah.
it's prestige. It gives you this prestige. Oh, I mean, marry this woman. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
I think the men should even be more interested in educating the women than the women educating themselves.
Okay.
I think that is how it
Now,
should be.
okay. Now, when it comes to the issue of a man looking for a wife to marry, are they looking for educated one or are they looking for uneducated ones in this 21st
Uh,
century?
that one, you see, this thing, I don't think it has to do with education, no. But then you still see
Marriage.
some men that will say they will not marry an illiterate. There's some men like that.
What is their reason?
At the same time, their reason, uh, I think they don't want someone that will maybe those people. I think they are full of themselves. Do you know why I say that?
No.
You don't when you start selecting based on education, you are downgrading that person as I'm a teacher of adults,
Mm-hmm.
so I will always support my students. Why? Because there are people who are 60 that are still doing masters. There are people who are 50 that are still doing BSc. Why are they not giving up at that age? Do you understand? So
Yeah.
you saying you will not marry a woman because she's not educated. You are just educated, but you are not learned, because you are supposed to know that education is lifelong. As far as that person is ready, the person can start. Whenever you are ready, you can start learning. So I think sometimes what they say, I don't want a woman that will disappoint me. I don't want a woman that will take out and she will not be able to use the cutleries. I don't want a woman that will take out, she cannot speak well, my friends will laugh at me. Because their reasons are very, very, it's not something reasonable. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
Someone who
Mm-hmm.
is not educated can actually manage your house well, can manage your resources. There's so many. As far as that, even if she cannot speak correctly, she cannot speak correctly. Those are what when you are teaching your wife some things, it's fun. It's fun. You are bonding. So if
I
she even
agree.
you should even be happy that you are bringing knowledge to your wife, instead of saying, okay, I'm going to select the woman I'm going to marry must be this, must be that, must be educated. No, there is no perfect wife. There is no perfect husband. So in marriage, I think I'm not married though, but so far I see that in marriage people compromise if they want it to work. They need to bear. Marriage is, they say, it's not sweet, it's not sweet. Me, I want to test it though. But people think I think understanding, love is not even enough for marriage. Understanding is enough for marriage. Understand that sometimes I might be moody, sometimes I'm not just in the mood, sometimes I'm irritated. But sometimes I love you, sometimes I need you, sometimes I miss you. It's sweet. So I don't know why people are complaining, but me, I want to test it one day. He's selective, because when he wants to be selective, it has to do with education. That one is rubbish. I feel if you are being selective, it should be maybe character, exposure, mannered, and all that, not education. Education should not be a criteria for marriage. That is my suggestion, because education can always come anytime. It can come.
Okay, so you want to tell us that love conquered that one.
No, I'm
Love
saying
conquered that one.
no.
Okay, let's go back to that main issue. Our parents, we parents. I believe that we are the cause of this, not educating our women. Because you as a in your home, it is your responsibility to make sure that those girls go to school. It is the responsibility of the father and the mother to make sure that their children are educated, because in the society that we are living now, without education, we are heading nowhere. Because there will be a lot of grace, there will be a lot of shame, there will be a lot of downgrading anywhere you go. Because somebody who cannot be able to write his or her name, this thing does not only go to women's side alone, it also go to men, boys. Because there are boys that are taken out at the early age to go and learn trade, to go and learn other type of trading, mechanics and stuff like that, without knowing how to express themselves very well in public. I still believe that we parents are the cause, not actually the government. Because when you educate somebody, the person graduate and come out with certificate, you are giving the person future. The person can, with the little resources in his or her hand, can start up some little thing that will grow up tomorrow. What is your view about that?
That was why when I said parenting is the main thing. In education, parents are the first teacher. So you need to train your children's mindset to know that they have to learn. In this world, they have to learn. And I will use myself as an example today. My daddy, will tell me that when he lost his dad, they ask the family people, ask them to bring the ceiling fan, that they must share everything, both the fan, fridge, everything. Do you understand? So my daddy will tell us that he doesn't have property for us, so that when he leaves this world, he doesn't have mansion that he will share. But what he has for us, if you know that you want to go to school, he's ready. If you know that you want to learn his skill, he's ready. But none of his children is going to stay idle. You
That's a
understand?
good father. That's a good father, yeah?
He always say, if you want to go to school, I'm ready. If you want to learn job, I'm ready. But you see, I don't have property that you are relying on. If you want to waste your life, there will be nothing for you. He always sound that in our ear. And by the grace of God, I just wonder how my life would have been if I didn't go to school. Because, to be honest, the reason why I feel I am different from other girls is because I'm educated. Take, for example, what am I doing now? I am surviving with teaching. I teach for a living. And that's where I get my money from. That's where I
Yeah.
get the money to take care of myself. That's where I get the money to feel okay now I'm a big girl. Yes, that's where I get it. So what would I be using my life to do now if not that I went to school? I'm
Yeah,
not
if
saying
not that
people
you went
that
to
didn't
school.
go to school are wasting, because I also learned when I was in 200 level, I learned how to sew. I can sew female clothes. I started selling bonnets. During coronavirus, I was making face masks. I gained a lot. You understand? I learned a skill too.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that education has blessed me. Even this teaching has helped my life. If
Mm.
not, I just wonder what I'll be doing today. People, because I see coppers like me, you just look them as if they are suffering. I'm not laughing at them. Oh.
Yeah.
They are relying on the 33,000 federal government is paying. Federal government is paying coppers 33,000. And
Every
we all
month.
know
Yeah.
that 33,000 cannot survive you for 31 days.
No,
Things
no,
are
no.
expensive. You will pay transport. They will say we are paying for this, we are paying for this. When we go for CDS every Wednesday, they are
Mm.
donating. So how will you manage 33,000? You will pay for where you are staying. Okay, for example, you are earning, excuse me, you are earning 33,000 and you are paying 7,000 monthly for accommodation.
Mm.
How much is remaining?
That's finished
You will
now.
not buy food. You will not transport to where you are being assigned to serve. You see? So I just sometimes I thank God for my life because now I'm serving and I'm teaching. I'm doing the same thing. I was even posted to a school. So you see, I just feel I'm blessed. This teaching has blessed my life. And I thank God for that. So I will encourage parents. Parents should focus on giving their children the best education they can give. Yesterday, I was talking to my cousin in Lagos, and she said, that when she was young, she said, she would travel abroad. She would say, now, she's not even thinking of traveling abroad again. She just want to raise her kids, that she know that her kids will travel and come and take her there. She'll go and take care of her grandchildren. I say, yes, that's the spirit. There's
Yeah,
some
that's the
things
spirit.
that you
Yeah.
couldn't achieve that your children will achieve for you. That is why I'm happy. I know wherever my mom is right now, she will be proud of me because she knows I'm doing what I enjoy doing, and that is teaching. I don't think there's any other work I can do again except teaching.
Mm.
So parents should invest in their children, especially the girl child, because most times it's even these girls that have feelings. So the boys, they don't come home. Oh. There are some boys that won't go home. They will be calling. I have a copper friend that has not gone home since camp. That we come to December, he has not gone
Mm.
home. Oh. He said till he finished service. But you see, we guess any little weekend we want to go home. Like me, I'm already missing my daddy. I'm saying once school is on holiday, I'm traveling to Benin to go and see my father. Most times it's
Nice.
even the women that have this family feeling. They want to contribute. I'm not saying the men they don't have feelings, so but they communicate from afar. But you see, these women, they are the one thinking about home. They're the one thinking about their father, they are the ones, they have feelings. I know you have both gender as children. You can
Yeah.
detect the two. The female, they are attached to the family, but the men, they are strong. They have feelings, but they're not emotional like the women. So just
Mm.
imagine investing in a woman. She will never forget, and you will be rewarded. She will take care of you. She will just, she's women are family oriented. That is it. So parents should invest in their children, give them the best when it comes to skill and learning. Parents should do that for their children because they will be the one to um, eat the fruit of their labor.
Okay. But for example, in Nigeria, there is no restriction of women not attend to school of their choice or do whatever they wanted to do. Unlike some countries like Afghanistan, there are some Arab countries that restricted women from going to school. In Nigeria, everybody have free, irrespective that school is not free education. But if parents can be able to train their children to school, especially the women's side, after graduating, does it mean that they cannot, if government cannot provide job, which government are not providing, like you were talking about yourself, engage yourself in teaching, there must be something that motivated you to initiate that move, which is now feeding you and bringing good tidings to you. What about all those other women who are depending on internet money, Facebook, begging for money here and there? Why can't they go and engage themselves in some little trade to be able to survive, to be able to be independent? Because when you are independent, no man can ride you. Just as you said before, when a woman too much depend on a man, depend on a husband for everything, there's going to be a kind of letdown. But when a woman have something doing, contributing to the family, have something that is also contributing, I believe that there's going to be a respect for that woman. What's your opinion about that?
I think those people, they still need to be awareness. They need to be aware of some things too. Some of them, why I can't blame some of them, that especially those ones that are dancing naked in the internet, dancing, they think that is the easiest way. I think that's the limit to what they know. So if we create awareness, if we make them understand, they can try to invest in themselves. And some of these people that are relying on internet for money, some of them some of them are even, I'm not, okay, few of them are educated, few of them. Some of them have no skill. I
And
don't
some
even
are
know how
still
to
in
explain
school,
it.
some are still in
But
university.
yeah, but they really need to learn to change their mindset. They really need to know that time is not on their side.
Mhm.
You can't keep doing that till old age. There's some, they will run out of content. That's how they put it. They will eventually run out of content. But imagine you have a salon, and you need to promote your salon business. Something
Yeah.
different. Or imagine you have a job, you are using the internet to what, create awareness for
Yeah, to create
things.
awareness for
You should have
marketing.
some
Yeah.
of us that are using it to create awareness for things that are not even right. But
Yeah.
normally we're supposed to use it to our advantage, like promote our job, advertise things. Ehen. So if they can change their mindset to start using it positively, it will do them a lot of good. It will do them a lot of good. Me, I'm using the internet to promote my adult learning. I still think I'm not even trying, I'm not even doing enough. But I'm hoping God help me. So if they can have this rethink to re-strategize and know that there are some things that shouldn't be done, they will. Why some are there to carry fake news? Some are there to start a fight. Some are just there to look for trouble.
Yeah, some are there to look for
Some are
trouble.
there to promote nakedness, nudity. Some are, I don't even know, but their mindset need to be changed. They need to have a rethink and know that time is not on us. There are some things you shouldn't be doing again when you get to some age. You drop some things.
Okay.
So I think that is all for that, Sha. Using
Yeah,
it
we are
just
still, our
for
guest is still Ifalui Onasi. She's adult literacy teacher and currently serving her 1 year NYSC in Calabar. So she's my guest this afternoon. The next question I ask for you is for this issue of maid, our young girls, parents taking them to stay in somebody's house as a maid, as a house help, under the disguise that they don't have money to train them in school. That the place they're going, the person promised to take them back to school and make sure that they fix them. But at the end of the day, you find out that they are not going to school. What are the government doing to stop this mess in our society?
To be honest, I don't think the government are doing anything, which is very wrong. There's a place they call skill and acquisition center. Do you know that those skill and the one in Benin, bush and grass has covered the building, and this skill and acquisition center is supposed to be for, normally, everybody is not, I'm not saying everybody should be educated to an extent, but there are some people that they feel they cannot learn, so they will engage in skills that will better their lives. Do you understand? If we have this skill and acquisition center functioning, people will not
Mhm.
be roaming around on the street. Those people who cannot further their education or pay for their education can learn a skill to go to school if they want. Do you understand?
Yeah,
So if you say you are taking your child to go and do, that's child labor, which is wrong.
it's a child. So why is it
That's child
working?
labor.
Why is it happening? Is it happening in these 21st centuries?
It is happened because of the society we find ourselves. Our society is not helping matters. Our society does not even they are supposed to be what they call it, rehabilitation center. People who they are young girls who were deceived to travel abroad to do prostitution. There are young girls who were deceived to travel abroad, and at the end they are doing another thing there.
They are doing another
So
thing.
when
Yeah.
they couldn't make it and they deport them. You know, these things have a way of affecting their psyche.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
come
Sure.
back
Sure.
and they just feel
They are
life is
depressed.
worthless.
Yeah.
That's when they go into smoking, drinking, we living wayward life. They feel nobody cares. These people, they have feelings. Sometimes when you see people living a wayward life, most times it's as a result of what has happened to them. Oh. Sometimes they come back and they feel, no. Like I used to say, if I ever lost my mom, I will be useless, I will not care, I will not this. But I then go and realize that if I do all that, she'll not be proud of me, even if I miss her. Missing her
Mm.
is not a yardstick for me to be useless. If
No.
I'm
No.
doing
No.
something good, she'll be proud of me wherever she is.
Yeah.
So people with those cases are supposed to be in rehabilitation center, trying to treat their psyche, trying to tell them that there's second chance to life,
Mm.
empowering them to learn skill, empowering them to go back to school. Some people mindset, they just want to travel out without anything. They think if you just go there, life will
You
just
just
become
begin to
better
make
and
money.
all.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't know that life is not like that. If you are, I say, if you are lazy here, you will be lazy when you travel. So if you are not hardworking, there's nothing for you there. Money does not fall in the sky. You need to work. So those people, when they travel there and things is not the way they see it, and they deport them, oh, you see them, they want to run mad. We need rehabilitation, good rehabilitation center. We need skill acquisition center. We need a scheme to empower them, to help treat them, help them feel like human being again, help them to know that there's second chance to life, help them to know that that might not be the right place, the right road for them, help them to find their roots. I don't know how I can tell this to the governor. If I should write a letter to the governor, they will say I'm overdoing. But normally I have a lot to say. These things are supposed to be functioning. There are people who are doing drugs and they want to stop. They are not happy with it. Do you know?
Mm.
There are people
Yeah.
who are engaged in this drug, alcohol, they want to stop, but they don't know how. And one of the places they can be corrected is the rehabilitation center,
Rehabilitation. Yeah. I agreed with
where
you.
you train them how to abstain from their what they call it to
Their habit.
habits, yes, things they are addicted to. You need to
Mm.
change their mind. We don't have those places. Even if we have those places, they are not functioning. And we say people are
No.
looking for job. If you make that place clean, neat, functioning, you can get people to employ there that will work, that
Yeah.
will do this work.
That will work there.
There are
Yeah.
people who want to work, no matter the kind of work, they just want to work. There are people who hate to stay idle. There are people who want to be busy. There are people who don't want to be idle for any reason. So we need rehabilitation center. We need a good skill acquisition center that can help train the youth, help us turn their mind from some things and teach them the right things to do. So if the
Yeah.
government can make these things happen, the country will be a better place, the society will be a better place. It's those little things that cause crimes. It's those
Mm.
little things that make them think, oh, nobody is here for me, nobody cares for me. I don't have family, I don't have, let me just be living my life the way I see it. But no, those kind of people can be talked to. They can listen. They can see reasons why they should become a better person.
Yeah.
So the
They
government
can
have
see
a
reason.
role to play in that aspect.
What about our religious leaders? Do you think that they're supposed to also help in educating
Oh
and
yes,
providing something?
so in church today, most times they just want to tell you prosperity is yours. They just what they think you want to hear is what they're telling you. How you will make money, how you will what happened to those days we were learning morals. Do not put on short things. Do not but nowadays people just think nakedness is the main thing. You understand? And sometimes it's
Mm.
peer pressure. because when I was in school, I almost gone. But peer pressure, peer pressure,
Mhm.
peer pressure can do a lot of things to an individual. If you move with the wrong people, they will useless your life for you.
I
I
agree
mean,
with
I
you.
failed. I have to fail to realize that my daddy told me that it's education that he has for me. Before I used to sit up and say, "Oh, so this is how this is how I'm going to end." Like
Yeah.
I probated, and school. If I probate 2 times, school would have withdrawn my admission. So I'd be like, this is it. Oh, I had to sit up and started reading. That was how I became a scholar. It is a testimony for me.
Wow.
I
That's
failed.
nice.
I was moving. I wasn't going to class. I just feel going to school is wearing good clothes, wearing bags, fine shoes, doing good hair, and we don't go to class. We are just at home looking for new recipe to cook. We don't go to. I fail. When I now fail, my eye clear like this. I be like, so this is how this thing is going to be. I have to rethink, and that was it. I didn't fail one. As soon as I got myself back, I didn't get even a single carryover again. So the religious edge has a lot to do. We need to start teaching morals in churches instead of prosperity. God, we are not meant to be poor. I mean, if you see Isaac and Jacob, if you check their history in the Bible, you see that they are rich. We cannot be poor. We can never be poor. So stop
Amen.
telling us on Sunday how we'll be rich. Prosperity is this. We should sow seed. We should do this. Tell us to love our neighbors. Tell us not to convert our neighbors' property. Tell us to be chaste. Tell us not to lie. Tell us to tell us our body is the temple of God, that it shouldn't be
To go and look for
misused.
something doing. To go and look for
Hey,
something and be doing. Work
good.
does not
Don't
fall
stop
from
telling
heaven.
us
Money does
how
not fall from
everything now
heaven.
is prosperity, prosperity, prosperity. No moral
Hmm.
indoctrination, no teaching of morals, no teaching of anything
No,
again
no.
apart
No
from
matter how the money
make
come,
it.
bring it to the house of the church,
Yes,
not
sow
house of
seed.
God, because
Sow seed
God
with
does
your
not
car.
dwell in that places. It's just a house of assembly. I call it house of assembly, where people gather to discuss something and they dance and they go home. Thank you very much. The one last question I wanted to ask you is about this polygamy. I believe and I strongly find out that in third world countries, in developing countries, where this polygamy is on high increase, these are also affecting the women born into that house not to be educated. What do you say about that?
Yes, I'm from a polygamous home, and polygamy, I think, polygamy is bad. Polygamy is really something that I will say, your wife at home is Padediam and Egusi. Your mistress outside is Gala and Lacasera. Okay, I know that sometimes when you are coming from work and you're very hungry, oh, you see Gala and Lacasera on the way, let me just eat something before I get home. But do not make that Gala and Lacasera your habit. I'm not saying, I know, okay, to an extent they've tried to make us believe that men are polygamous in nature. I don't know. I don't care. But I feel that even if you are doing it, do not start up another family, because that is where hatred,
Comes in.
selfishness comes. When there's another family, a woman can love you with all she has, but as soon as she notices that you are giving that attention to another woman, there's this hatred that comes from within. You can never please two women. It is not possible. I am a product of that, and I know I went through hell. My mom saw a lot from polygamy. So polygamy self affects the psyche. It can affect a woman's way of thinking. So polygamy is wrong. How polygamy can affect education? Sometimes my dad will give the other woman's child money for school fees and say, you will have to wait. I just paid your siblings' school fees. Do you understand? So imagine they're training another woman's child and they're telling your child not to go to school, you have to wait. That can cause hatred.
It can cause. Actually,
It
it can
cause
cause.
hatred. So that's
Mm.
another way polygamy can affect education. Polygamy can make the children feel, oh, there's no love in this family. So what's the point? They start, children react to things they see, things they experience. sometimes our adulthood is as a result of our childhood. What we experience becomes what we will be when we are adults. We just feel, oh, this thing, I beg, no feelings at all. Let's So polygamy is very bad. I'm not
Very, very
saying
bad.
men shouldn't flirt, or I don't know, but I'm saying that do not start another family. Flirt, yes, eat lakasera and gala, but don't, because of lakasera and gala, you leave the pounded yam and egusi that's been prepared for you at home. It is wrong. It is wrong. If you know you are done with the woman, then I think you go your separate way rather than keeping two. Some people just have 4 wives.
Hmm.
How do you explain that? It's not nice. It is not nice for the children. It is not nice for the women. They start to think negatively. They start bewitching. They start hurting each other. It is wrong. It is really wrong. Polygamy it doesn't only affect education. It
Yeah, I
affects a
agree.
child's way of growing. It affects a child's way of reasoning. Some people hate I have siblings that they don't have regard for my father. I order to twins. I think my immediate younger ones are twins, not from my mom, but from my dad. They have no regard for my daddy. The girl came to the house pretending, oh, sorry, sorry. Even the mom was begging. We didn't know she was pregnant. She came for our wedding. We contributed. We did a lot of things. She did the marriage and she disappeared. She had 2 children and she has not called her father daddy. I have a child. How do you explain that? It's
Exactly. Had
polygamy. I won't blame her.
Yeah,
Will you blame her?
no.
I won't blame her. It's as a result of what, I mean, the man is enjoying what the things he bought with his hand. So I can't blame such a person. I didn't know her experience. I don't know what the mom told her. I don't know what she experienced that made her feel that the daddy does not have the right to know that she has a child. So you see, polygamy can affect even in old age. You see that these children, they don't have feelings for you because they feel you don't have feelings for them. There's a time we quarreled and they said our dad didn't take care of them, that they would not take care of him, that hunger would kill him. This polygamy causes chaos. Polygamy is bad, not because um I'm advising the men not to do it, but because I am a product of polygamy, and I would say if you want to live 100 years, do not engage in polygamy because it will cut your lifespan.
It will cut.
Okay, 1 woman is 100 problem, 2 women is 200 problems, 3 women is 300 problems. Our wahala is too much. So
I
if you want
know.
plenty wahala,
Go and pack them
polygamy is really not good for the children, for the
at
family.
all.
I mean, how do you explain women quarreling every day, every day, every day? You feel so ashamed to come out from your house because they will say, once they are hearing noise, to say, is that house again? Once they're hearing, they say that house again. Once they it's too much. Polygamy is not. My dad got married to 4 wives, and as we speak, none of them is with him. He's alone. He's back to being a bachelor. So how do you explain that? Was it a gain or a loss?
It's a loss.
So polygamy is not advisable. It affects education of women. It affects everything in general. It affects the society too,
It
because
affect the
the product of
society.
polygamy can decide to contribute negatively to the society.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
polygamy is not advisable.
Thank you very much, Auntie Nasi. It's been nice having you today. I wish to have you again. What are you going to tell our audience? Can you tell them more about your
First of all, I want to
education?
thank you very much, sir, for
Thank
having me
you.
as your guest. It's indeed a privilege to speak in
Thank
your
you very
life.
much.
And
Yeah.
for the guests, I will tell them, let them start creating awareness. And anyone is a woman here, start thinking of how to get yourself educated. Learn new skills for your children, for your family, for yourself. Do not feel you are too old to learn new skills or learn how to read and write.
All right.
I must always add that one.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
audience,
you, sir.
remember, she's an adult literacy teacher. Anyone who is in need can easily contact her, or you contact me. I will give you a link to her. There's nothing that is too late. Education is too late. Nothing is too late in education.
Yes,
You
and
can,
sorry, sir.
yeah.
Some people want to learn and they feel there's there's a lady that wanted to learn, and she felt there's a guy that took her money, so they think I'm a scam. So please, no scam zone. I am not a scam. If you want to learn, I won't steal your money. Some people think there's a guy that took a lady's money. The lady told her she was desperate to learn, and she paid some amount to the guy, and the guy didn't
Disappear.
teach the lady. So please, I am at Nancy. I will not do that to you. I believe we are family. Once you say you want to learn and I become your teacher, we are family. No scam zone. Thank you.
Yes. I am a living witness to that. She's not a scam because I have somebody that she's also tutoring. So if you want to, you are very 100% free to contact her, or you contact me. I will tell you how you will reach her. So thank you very much for accepting our invitation this afternoon. Have a
Thank
very
you.
wonderful weekend, and God
You
bless
too,
you.
sir.
Yeah, thank you
Bye.
very much. Yeah. All right, that is where we end it for today. God bless you.